Welcome to the show, From America to Europe, your show for firearms and reloading content. We have a special guest here, CW, which most of you are familiar, and the ones that's not, we'll get to know him and we'll all have a discussion here. And we also got Echo coming in here shortly. He's got to wash his face. But anyway, he'll be here. Coming in here shortly. So, how you doing, CW?
Doing good. Doing good.
Good, man.
A little scary weather coming, but maybe it'll be nothing. We'll see. I'm sure we'll get rain. We can do without the tornadoes.
Mm-hmm. I got sun here. It's really hot, getting hot here today, actually. And,
it was about 80, 70, 79 or 80 here.
Mm-hmm. Good to see you, Vanessa. Good to see Chris Winsett's with us, Milsurp Duo. Appreciate you guys being here, guys and gals. We got Echo over here.
There he is.
There he is.
You guys over on the other side of the pond or in Europe, feel free to jump in here. What's going on, Echo? Night Strike's here.
Night Strike.
How you doing today?
Where is he? Oh, yeah. I am hanging out. Oh, in the side chat, Night Strike's here. Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry. Brother, what's going on? And CW is here as well.
Yep.
It's all right.
I'm having a Mountain Dew with a smile instead of a Coca-Cola.
I drink that all the time. I got a different setup here with the lighting, and it's not really ideal, but at least it's more comfortable. I'm sitting here in that low in the whole chair. So, yeah. But I got the camera over actually in the floor on a tripod. But anyway, it's better. Who else we got here? Good to see you, Night Strike. G-Web's jumped in.
Michael Hurtnick's here too.
Yeah, Michael Hurtnick. Hey, man. How you doing, Michael? Anyway, we're going to do a little short show here, guys. It's not going to be long because we got another show here tonight for Echo on his show at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. And we'll check
it's going to be 8:05.
Oh, okay, sorry. 8:05. Yeah, I keep forgetting it's Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Versus Monday.
Yeah, so we'll have his show, and this is just going to be a short coffee chat. And say hello, see what you all are up to.
So, AR, what's everybody up to today?
G-Web says, how you feeling today, CW? Let me highlight that so CW can see it. G-Web said he just posted a link to this one. I don't know what that meant.
He just posted a link on his channel for this channel. He's promoting our channel.
Oh, okay. I kind of thought he was, but I didn't want to speak until I was sure. So,
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Thanks, G-Webs. Hope you're doing well, Milsurp.
I see a lot of guys doing that, posting somebody else's video, and I haven't figured out how to do that yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's I'll get with you and talk with you about it, CW, if you want to.
Yeah, I pushed all kinds of buttons. I pay for my membership at YouTube now. So I got to think that I can do it. I just don't know how.
Right. Got you. What do you use? PC, lap, tablet? What device?
Well, I've been mostly on the iPhone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, those phones are a little kind of.
Yeah, they change things.
Yeah, get a little wonky, eh? Especially at copy and paste. I do okay with them, but you got to be very careful sometimes. Just like that link, earlier with you, kind of went weird on me. I thought, that's strange. Still ain't figured that one out. But
that's a good deal, Milsurp. Hornady gas checks are expensive.
What did he find? Gas checks from Hornady?
4,000 of them for $10 per thousand.
Yeah, oh, wow. That's good price.
Yeah, that's a real good price. That's cheaper than Sages.
Oh.
Sages are what I usually buy.
What caliber? Milsurp. That's interesting. And where did you get them? I'd like to know.
There's
if you don't mind telling us. Reloader 762 has joined us. Hope you're having a good day, Reloader. Sorry about the late delay of telling you.
Oh, no worries, brother.
Yeah,
no worries.
I wasn't
come
sure
up.
I was. Go ahead.
Oh, you just come up with an idea out of the blue, and that's okay, brother.
Yeah, I'm spontaneous sometimes like that. I wasn't sure I was going to do it, and I kept working on some setups here, and I said, why not? And I don't want to do it too long because your show's coming up, and I want to lie around the house, if you know what I mean. Let's see what G-Webs has got going here. I can't read the monitor from here. I have to actually highlight it. Just grab a URL from the video. Yeah, URL. So how you do it, then go to my channel's community tab and post the video there. Yeah, I'm aware. I don't have the community tab, but I do know what you're talking about, G-Web.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy.
The screenshot. I'll save that and look at it after.
Mm-hmm. Let's see what Millsap's got going on.
Thanks for the websites. I'll give it a look.
2K 7mm and 2K 6.5. It was an okay on auction.
Oh, on an auction. Okay.
Congratulations, yeah.
Yep. Very good.
Sometimes we get lucky. Vanessa says her right pinky entire nail came off. Crushed it during. Oh man, I don't even.
Oh, sorry to hear that. That sounds painful. Oh, he just read that, and I was like, and I'm getting ready to move, Vanessa. So thank you very much. Knowing my luck, I'm gonna smash my pinky in the loading truck door or something now.
Mm-hmm.
I hope your pinky grows back quickly and painlessly.
Hey, Bernie's joined us. Good to see you, Bernie. Thanks for dropping by. Let's see what G-Webs has got going on here. Highlight him. Weird at Vanessa. Okay, we're on medical things. She says, "Be careful, Echo." I used to take front end GM springs out of cars. Had to compress them first. They'll take your head off.
Oh yeah, that'll kill you. That has killed people before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, spring compressors are no joke.
Yeah, I saw a a compressor come apart on a BMW 850 series, coming out from under the wheel well, and it came apart, and the top piece of the compressor busted a probably 70-year-old wall in my uncle's shop, concrete center block, and knocked it. And he was like, "That's just to show you guys a little something, how violent those things are. Always keep the head of those pushed away from your face in a safe direction, just like a firearm when you're handling those, because those spring compressors sometimes fail, and when they do, it's a mess."
Yeah, I haven't worked with one in years, many years actually, since I was.
I haven't either since I was a 20-year-old guy myself. But I remember being told many a times to be very careful with those things.
If we got any questions, you guys want to talk about anything, we're going to actually mention that it seems we're all on 223556 this week. I know I'm on it for about a couple of weeks. Thursday, I got a thing. I'm going to set up the competition shell holders my way, but actually it's probably the only way. But it's me doing it.
Well, it's the way that works, Elliot.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and it works quick, too. Boy, it's easy. High Boy, I heard he's doing it on his 550 last night in a video, and then you're doing some 223556 stuff. So we got a lot of us doing it.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's summer's here. So people are going to be out shooting their ARs and plinking. The snows are melting up northwest, and it's starting to become decent outside where people can get to the range without fighting mud puddles with the snow and all that. And it's a good time to be covering it.
Yeah.
And even gun websites had a thing on where he was covering AR-15s.
Right.
And here's the missus. Every show wouldn't be complete without the girl.
I thought when you said missus, you were talking about the cat.
I am.
The wife.
I am talking about the cat.
That's what I meant. I said, I figured.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course.
People think missus.
Yeah, the little girl. Come here.
Definitely summer now. And Vanessa said bad storms hitting this evening.
Yeah. Yeah.
CW's got some coming.
Vanessa's just north of me.
Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, we got. So we'll see. You all will see different ways the 223 can be set up here in the next, I guess, week or so. So, which is pretty good.
I got a big box of swaged, jacketed 223 bullets that I 53 grains. I got to load up some and test them.
Cool.
There she is.
There she is, Dad's favorite girl. Yes.
He's got like that since he lost his wife.
Yes. Well, you know,
It's
I
the
wish
substitute.
The thing is, I've always been this way with this cat. This cat is really kind of special. I think she might be a little bit when she was born, she didn't get enough air, but she's very dependent upon attention. Like she's got separation anxiety, and ever since the wife left, she's been destroying all her stuff.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's what. Yeah, they don't usually go kind of that route, but I know they do get kind of different sometimes and weirded out.
She's not happy with her at all, and when she comes home, she won't even sit near.
Yeah, going back to the 223-556, you'd be amazed. I know you hear a few on YouTube talk about sometimes how crappy these competition shell holders are. They're not. They absolutely, if you don't get in the weeds with them and follow directions and do it simple, they work, and they work quick. And I'll show you guys that Thursday night.
Yeah.
Michael Hurtney's got a question for you, AR.
All right, man, hang on. A little harder for me to dang on everything's wrong on this today, guys, so bear with me because I don't have it set up really the way I want to here.
They dropped the flames off.
What press are you going to use for the? I'm going to use the T7, Reading T7, Michael, and the number 10 shell holder, and then the number 10 competition shell holders, and a Reading die, and the Reading instant indicator. And we'll go through them and cycle through and show you all how really easy and simple it is. It's just great. You don't have to worry about nothing. And a lot of people say, well, it'll take it back to I don't have enough of control. That's not necessarily so with the competition shell holders. Like yesterday, I set it up right. By the time I got to one shell holder, I was bumping back 4 thousandths exactly. Yeah. So sometimes you'll get dead on 4,000 bump. Sometimes you can take it to 0. Typically with a cam over, that one shell holder will take you very, very close to what you need. And typically if the cam over's right, you'll do it every time, as long as it's not too light. That's Michael. That's Thursday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. I will put the camera up close too, so everybody can follow it, because I didn't the last time. That was kind of a crappy live stream I did, being my first on instruction or tutorial. So, but I'll just stick. I ain't worried about me being in the thing. I'll just stick the camera up there and just talk to you guys and let you see it. So we'll get it all set up. And, now I will do the crimping on the. Well, actually, I'll do the crimping on it too. I was thinking of the Forester. I just got away from the Forester. I moved it the other day and brought the T7 back right here. I need that elevation thing that Echo's got, that new elevation, 7.5 inch, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This thing over here, the other one I got, quick change elevation, it's permanent. I can't take it away unless I take the entire bolts off the bench. And
I wanted that open, hun, so
you don't want to do that. It's a lot of trouble. Let's see, we got Tactical FUD here. Appreciate the thumbs up. See what
Ellie, come on over here. Ellie, come.
Pardon?
Away from the door. G-Web
says he has taken the tour bus numerous times and back when I could still go to the base to inspect auctions. Cool.
What's he talking about?
Mothballs. Boy, that's something I don't like smelling. Ooh, I remember as a kid, my grandmother.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I had a friend years ago. She had so many clothes from the 1980s. She was kind of a hoarder. She wouldn't get rid of all her clothes, even though she never had a dream in the world of ever wearing them again from her 20s and 30s. And I'd go in her house, man, the mothballs about knock you out.
I have been back when I used to help my dad as, we used to go in and remodel houses and stuff.
That's true.
I went into a house one time and I didn't know what that smell was. I wasn't familiar with it, but it can literally take your breath away. And we went into a house where, an older woman had lived for many years, and they were based she had passed away, and they were remodeling the house. But when we went in there, my eyes started watering from the mothballs that were in there. And the guy's like, it's mothballs, and I'm like, whoa.
G-Webs, my camera is a Canon camcorder, R50 Vivio, something like that. Can't remember how to pronounce it now because it's been so long since I looked at the name. I bought a Camlink 4K for USB, and I hooked it up. I've had it for like maybe 10 years or longer, and I hooked it up to the PC. I still got the Logitech, and the Logitech's probably what I'm going to zoom in on over here. That way I can switch back and forth. So I'll probably just keep this set up the way I am now, and I'll just put the cam on the right of me. That way I can kind of turn around here and go back and forth, and where you all can see. So hopefully it'll be a good show. At least I'm going to try. Let's see. Tim S. has joined us. Good to see you, Tim. Mr. Pollard. How you doing, James? Always good to see you regular guys in this side chat. Like I say, I don't have this set up permanent, so it may end up straining my neck today going back and forth. But we'll see how it does, and I'll make adjustments.
You'll know if you see AR in a neck brace next stream.
AR guns, but then if it works for you, what I do, I have my camera on a robot arm. Aerobot ROM, I guess robot, like you have, your mic is now. Yeah, I got you. I've seen those G-Webs. I actually would work. I hadn't thought of that. I tell you, the thing that you're talking about, the tripods, don't matter what you do, they're in your way during the show. Especially with close-up work. They're constantly in my way. I can't hardly deal with them. So I may do that.
Yeah, I know for a fact that I have a buddy that used to be a radio DJ. And when I used to go and hang out with him on Saturday nights, he would be spinning real late at night at Rollins College. What Rollins did to keep that same thing from happening, because DJs have all those switches and dials and things they need to touch, right. They brought the booms in like the movie crews, where they have a boom guy holding a boom mic up high. They brought the booms in to bolt up high from the ceiling and come down, so that they're not that big long arm isn't in your way every time you try to reach over to do something.
Yeah, that's cool. I'm also going to work on a shotgun mic, and it will be attached to a boom arm hanging over this bench. I can't work with this mic that well. I went back and looked at I remember the other day when I did the live stream, when I get too far away from this dynamic mic, it just disappears. You can't even hear me. If you do, it's just barely. So I'm going to get a shotgun mic. Unfortunately, some of those shotgun mics are, 250 plus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so that's going to kill me. Not counting the stand.
Lapel mic.
I've got one of those, but it won't. It don't work that well on my audio system here. It does okay for a phone, and that's what I bought it for initially. I might give it a try with an adapter just to see and do a test, and that's if it'll work. It's kind of finicky. It wouldn't work on another equipment I had here recently. Well, at least a while
CAR.
back.
Can you see that?
I see your chair in your back. 5.56.
It's an AR. It's for the shirt.
Oh,
for
yeah,
today.
I see the gun now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Let's see. But yeah, G-Webs gave me an idea on that. Either the boom arm. It was definitely for the shotgun mic, but the cam, I may do it on the side of the bench, or on the main 2x4 on the side, and then I can just shove it away, back out of the way. That maybe work out awesome. Like I said, these tripods are a pain in the rear working with. It's amazing. The guys that do them like Cowboy, I can tell they're not as easy as you think to work around.
I've been using one since I started, and every time I try to work my press, the only way to get a good view is for me to work around my tripod.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Don't fall into it or trip over.
Oh yeah, and be a blind guy and try to do it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to tape your cords down. I learned that the hard way the first time when my cord got wrapped around my ankle, and not only did I unplug myself, but I tripped and fell.
All right. Tell us what you've been up to, CW. What are you reloading? What you casting? Let's let everybody in on the.
I really need to smelt. I put my last two ingots in the pot this morning. When I melted down all those bullets I pulled, I got a full pot ready to go when I do cast something. But it'll be a mystery metal because I don't know what those bullets were. But I thought about casting this morning just to get something to test hardness with, but it would take a week or more to get full to know what it is. So I didn't bother. I melted it, fluxed it, and skimmed it off, and then turned it off. But I've been loading maximums, cleaning brass and loading 57 maximums. I got a couple of letters. I want to test.
Are you using H110?
No, I use 1680 most of the time with my jacketed stuff, but I've used 4227 and 4198 with cast.
Okay, and you said 1680. I've got that for 300 black.
1680 is about the only powder I've ever needed for maximum with jacketed bullets.
Got your G-Webs.
It's awesome. It's just been great.
That's good. I'm gonna get with you because I'm doing some 357 maximum for a buddy of mine.
I am not familiar with that.
It's it came from the old 680. That was discontinued in 1680. Picked up.
I hope to get into casting down the road. I don't know if I'll do it this summer because I got the car I'm going to try to get up and maybe some more things in this reloading room. I'm going to maybe invest in a little bit of lighting and then maybe a boom armor, this, that, and the other. And got a few tools I got to pay off, which I've almost got paid off from a Home Depot. Those Milwaukee tools I got. I did a review of a few of them, which wasn't the best videos, but hey, I just threw them together quick. And, but I got those Milwaukee tools. We're talking dirt cheap on Black Friday. I mean, I paid probably less for the tool than you could buy a battery for.
Wow.
Yeah, I bought what was it, 4 of them. Then my daughter turned around and bought me a atomic 20 volt. Right here's part of it, and bought me this and didn't tell me to. It's the 20 volt max. I think it's called atomic. No, it's not the atomic, but it is the 20 volt max. Yeah, well, it's atomic. This and the driver. And she says, I couldn't believe you went out and bought a set, and did that. And I already had you this, but I couldn't say nothing. And I said, well, I just got more now. Hey, that way, you can't have too many drivers.
I got a couple of them. I just leave one downstairs, leave one in the garage. I don't have to walk up the stairs to get them.
Yeah.
Works out just fine.
But
I like my old
I like
toolbox.
Milwaukee. Sorry.
I put it in the basement instead of selling it. I just put it in the basement. I had plenty of tools to fill it, so I got a big one in the garage and my old little one in the basement, so I don't have to walk up the stairs. If I need a wrench or a ratchet or screwdriver or pliers or something.
I actually here a few months back, actually got with these tools, actually assembled with the impact driver a closet shelf and put a stud in there and lined it up and a Sawzall, and did some rough cutting and put in just a few minutes, man, put a shelf in my closet. It was amazing what I can do now that I couldn't do before with the tools. Let's see what's Tim got going on here. Let's see. I'm going to T800, I think, living tissue over metal. I can upgrade to the blade where my knuckles are.
They're talking about being bionic. The side
shaft. Okay.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Bionic woman.
We're getting to.
Hey, do you guys remember? Hey,
Terminator discussion today.
Would you remember the advertisement in the 70s for what was his name? It was the $6 million man, Steve Austin.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And how they made it seem like $6 million back then in the 70s was like trillions today.
It was a lot of money though.
Yeah, it was.
Still.
And it was like the $6 million man. And the funny thing was, when I got diabetes and I started having problems, my uncle, he used to joke with me and calling me the $6 man. And
embrace your cyborg future, Vanessa said.
Hey, if they can fix all this with some kind of robotic stuff, I'm all down for it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was telling you all the other day. I can't remember when I streamed. It seemed like I streamed quite a bit lately, and I seen a Vaquero in a store at Athens, Georgia, $8.99, nickel plated. I never did get to handle it. My brother was in a rush, so I didn't mess with it. But I haven't seen one in a while. Single action, 45 long coat.
And you didn't handle it?
No,
because your brother was in a hurry, man. You're missing out on life. I would tell your brother to go sit in the car.
I've handled the first generation here months ago. I handled the first generation Colt, single action Army. Me and my brother did. So, but
awesome.
Yeah, I didn't have no guy over there, and it's hard to get help at this mom and pop. Sometimes you have to holler them. Hey, can anybody help me? Or they'll ask you when you don't need them, but then when you need them, you can't get them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the way it goes. Yeah, resistance is futile, AR, Tim says. That's exoskeletons. Yeah, I hope to start casting down the road here. I want to get that, what is it, Pro Pot? Whatever you call it, Lee's got. That's the minimum I'll get, that 20-pound one. And I do have 10 pounds of lead, finally, which is Will Waits.
I just keep watching. Maybe something used will pop up.
Mm-hmm.
You tell the the people that you're looking for that, and somebody will run across one and let you know. You pick up a pop for a better price. You may pick up somebody who's getting out of it. You pick up a bunch of stuff. That'd be the best deal. Spend a couple.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Molds and handles and the whole 9 yards. Maybe even a little bit of lead.
Yeah, I'd like to do the. I'm going to start out probably 9 because I'd like to load a stockpile of 9 for be able to reload it cheap with lead and put it back for SHTF ammo and do some of it target. Yeah.
I'm not huge into milsurps, but I've always loved the Mausers. So if I had to name one, it'd be one of the Mausers. I've had many of the different models from my oldest is probably the 1889 Mauser, 7.65 Argentine caliber. 98s, I got a couple 98s. I got a bunch of 1909s, 96s, 38s, 6.5 calibers. That'd probably be a Mauser, I would say.
Cool.
I have loaded a lot of Mauser, both 7mm and 8mm, but I have never owned one. I've loaded it for a bunch of guys that have sporter rigs made out of Mauser actions with 308 barrels on them, and I reload 308 and the 7 and the 8mm Mauser for about a handful of fellas that go to the same hunting camp, Ohio and in Georgia.
Hey, West Covina Dodge is with us. Good morning.
Hello, Pat.
Hope you're doing well.
Good old West Covina. Welcome to the party, sir.
During the day, you never know who drops in. Sometimes we get a handful, and sometimes we get 20-something. It's just hard to tell.
It is morning where Pat's at, and happy morning to you, sir. I hope you're having a good one today.
Yeah, and I got a late start. Ordinarily, I wouldn't start one this late.
LBJ showed up.
Lead Bullet Junkie, how you doing?
And I heard another cat.
Stuck at work. Let me see what he said.
Hey, there's a kid outside. Kids are walking home from school here.
Stuck at work putting a new shower and fixing the last guys. Did wrong. Ain't that something I have to read to people's work?
Hey. Never mind.
Let's see. Oh, MacMan jumped in. And how you doing today, brother? Oh, one guy's just jumped in here. Thanks for coming in. Let's see what he says. Still got Echo Stream coming tonight. Hi guys, how is everyone doing? We'll switch on quickly between calls. Yeah, I hope you're all doing good. Don't work too hard, Mike. Good to see you too, old one guy. Lead Bullet Junkie. Yeah, I got a few things I got to do in here in time. I'm going to lower this bench. CW mentioned it earlier. It's right now, my whole arm is just jacked up with this manager chair, actually, like executive chair.
I moved a couple presses around on mine. Put an extra one on the bench. Opened up the other side, so I instead of having space between them, which I don't really need, I've got them all together, and then I got space on the left side. So try that out.
Well, I was at the thrift store the other day, guys, last week. I found an executive desk with the filing cabinets at the bottom. That thing probably cost $500, maybe $1,000. I could have got it for $34.99. Couldn't get nobody to help me load it. My daughter was busy. They quit. They wouldn't load it on my truck because of the liability, which they did load everything on your truck for years and years. And all of a sudden they stopped. And I walked out of there and I'm still tore up about it. Man, I mean, that was the desk like you would see a judge use, or a lawyer's office.
Yep.
$35. Man.
And you know why they stopped loading things, don't you?
Liability.
Like one of these jobs, one of these. Yeah, I'll
Scratching.
get that for you, brother.
Get sued.
Yeah.
Well, the guys that do it now are volunteers. So they don't really have liability, but if they damage the truck, put a scratch on it, the truck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they can go, hey man, you messed my truck up, So I think that was their biggest worry. But typically it's a church organization.
Oh, okay.
You wouldn't think the guys, but then again, you never know.
No.
Some
you
guy
never
come
know.
in there or girl and say, hey, I hurt my back, man. You gonna pay for it? I actually fell down in there one day, guys. I mean, fell hard. Boy, hurt my elbow, tore a $50 pair of pants open, and took cameras of it, and never did sue them because I could not bring myself to sue a church organization. Still got the pictures of the damage.
You might be lucky you didn't sue them. They probably
would have settled. But
they would have. They would have. Trust
anyway.
me. But the bottom line is, when you're standing in front of your maker, I don't want to have to explain anything stupid, because I've already got a long list of things that I'm going to have to come up on anyways. So I just don't want to add that one to the batch.
That's a good thought. That's
No,
why I like
thank you.
Echo. You never know what's going to. You never know what that guy's going to say. Sometimes he has a new angle on a lot of stuff. Me too. I thought similar. I just said, so I never did nothing. I thought they'll at least offer it, and they actually taped it, and they admitted right there the tape keeps coming off the little doorstop. So the doorstop fell down. I opened the door and I tripped on it, and man, I hit hard on the concrete. I ain't kidding you. I hit hard and on my side, and actually it hurt me some. Not only tore me up, tore my pants up. And I says I filled out a form, and I just said, "Nah, I can't do it."
Well, it wasn't like it was malicious.
No.
Yeah.
They says, "Well, we tried to tape that thing." I go there a few weeks ago. Guess what? They finally took it off. I suspect somebody else fell on it, maybe, and they removed it. So it stopped. So now you can't even, if you go there and buy a desk or anything heavy, if you don't bring your own crew there, you're kind of stuck. Yeah, I suspect they're not going to sell nothing. A lot more heavy furniture now.
Yeah.
They'll just sit, and they're going to figure out some way to mark it down to $5 a pop. Because I can't buy anything over there anymore. It's one thing to get your family down. Once you get it to your house. But to get your family down or friends sometimes there at the store at that certain hour, that's a lot harder. Vanessa said, "L finger out and pull my finger." I actually had a cup of coffee this morning, boy. It upset my stomach. Probably because hot weather. It's funny, it don't do that in the winter. Strange how coffee affects me sometimes. I can't drink it like Echo. Echo can suck that stuff down like liquor. And I can't. Winter, I'm fine.
There's nothing better than a nice 98-degree morning and you come out by the pool and it's so humid. You're soaking wet as soon as you go outside, like you just jumped in the pool, and you just sipping down that scalding hot coffee.
Oh,
It's actually better for you that way.
yeah. Powerade.
Yeah.
I go for the Powerade, boy. Ice cold. And,
Full of sodium for you,
I
brother.
don't care, boy. It cools my body. It cools my body down quicker than ice water. Just bam, just like that. And I don't drink a lot of it, when I'm out in the heat, but it cools me quick. I got about 8 bottles in there now. 10. I keep it, 10 bottles plus all the time. Who else has joined us here? Let's see. One guy.
Ice
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah, I used to drink that, Vanessa. And also, I did tea the other day. I did like 2 big mason jars of tea. Most tea I've ever drank here lately. And I put lemon in it, cut in 2 and squeezed. So I'm probably going to start drinking more tea.
CW, do you drink coffee, brother?
I just finished one.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard a cup. Yeah.
Oh yeah, all the time. I'm one of them crazy ones that I could drink it right before I go to bed and go right to bed.
Mine's got a little bit in it.
Doesn't affect me.
Boy, I say if I did that before bedtime, man, I wouldn't be able to go to sleep till 8 a.m. the next morning.
Yeah, well, I mean,
it would wire me like
I get up in the middle of the night, make a cup, and drink it, and go back to bed and back to sleep.
Did you guys know even years ago, even when I was in my 40s, that I don't drink tea hardly ever, but I'd actually drink a few glasses of tea at night and couldn't even go to sleep.
Well, tea's got more caffeine in it than coffee if it's steeped.
Yeah, and boy, it just wired me, so I started getting decaffeinated tea. And I got kind of both in there now. At least I did. I think I may be out of the decaf tea. I get it from Kroger. What's Melissa saying? Like a Slurpee coffee. I remember the Slurpees too. And,
yeah, they make what do they call culottes? I think Dunkin' Donuts calls them.
Yes,
they're like a slushy.
Yes.
Or a Slurpee. They're full of sugar. Oh my God, are they full of sugar?
Yes, you got to stay away from that.
Yeah.
That is a sugar. You drink one of those and your teeth start feeling bad already. It's like I got to go brush my teeth.
6 or 8 tablespoons that are in that can you're drinking there. There's got to be twice or 3 times that in a culotte.
Yes. Yep.
I like the old-fashioned snowball. Snow. Is that what they call snowball?
Snow cone.
Snow cone. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The cone part. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just put double heavy squirts on it.
Yeah.
I like that. I was actually one time going to buy me a machine and go out. When I was a kid, there's this guy on this little 3-wheel mail truck, and it had little handlebars inside and a cover on it, and he would ride around the neighborhood and he'd sell them for like, I think, a nickel or 10 cents and then a quarter. And I thought about getting me some kind of a little small vehicle and putting the machine back there, and he'd crank that motor up and run it and make ice. And he told me he made quite a bit of money running around in the summertime doing that.
You're gonna laugh. You're gonna laugh, AR. Mm-hmm. My aunt in Mississippi owns a snow cone place that she has had for over 35 or 36 years. And every summertime she comes and sets up her shop, because they don't do it during the winter. For 3 months they take off. They do it during the summer. And in Mississippi, usually that's almost year round. So basically she sets up, and when she's setting up, she says even grown men that have come to her store when they were kids will stop in there on a hot day and have like all their gear on from climbing the power poles and stuff. And they'll ask for their famous little snow cone that she makes. And that's pretty cute because she gets grown men that are like in their 40s that used to come there when they were a child. And she's owned that store forever. She's an old woman now, but it's pretty kind of cute story.
And we've had ice
Mhm.
cream trucks already. I've heard them at least twice in the neighborhood here. Not as many kids anymore. There's still a few, but there's not as many as there was.
Yeah, I've kind of noticed that in our neighborhood as well. People
Yes.
aren't having children the way they used to.
Yeah, they just grew up. I'm on a corner. I'm on a cul-de-sac beside me, and there's, I don't know, 6 houses there, and they seemed like they all had kids when I moved in here 25 years ago. Now they're all gone.
Yeah.
So
We hardly ever get an ice cream truck to this neighborhood anymore. And in my neighborhood, kids don't get out much. I guess they're on electronics. They just don't do it very often. I'm trying to get my great grandson out. I was supposed to take him camping in cold weather, and it wound up. Now it's hot, and I'm gonna have to end up taking him probably when deer season gets here. And at least I know his mother seems to be okay with it now. As long as I watch what I say to him. I slipped up a few weeks back, and it's just the way I think, guys. I'll tell you the story. They got a bulldog that got very aggressive towards my dog here one day. And I know bulldogs. I grew up with them, and I know they're good. There's some good ones, and there's some bad ones. But I was sitting there one day, and he's 9 years old, and I said, I want you to watch out for your sister. I said, if that dog does something, I said, you make sure you protect her. And I said, so dog try to attack me. I said, I'm gonna put a knife in it. And, oh boy, he goes and tells his mother, and she goes to my daughter and goes, pow pow. They call me pow pow like a gun. Pow pow said he's gonna kill our dog. I says, no, I didn't mean it that way. I said, but now I realize I got to watch what I say to an 8-year-old, 9-year-old boy, because he's been around women a lot instead of guys, so he's not used to that kind of talk, more blunt talk, and it is what it is. And I'm trying to have more of an influence on him. I'm going to get him to where Deanna's probably going to be horrified, my granddaughter. When I get through with him, reloading, guns, everything you can think of.
That's when you know you have done your job as a grandfather, is when your daughter is horrified what you've done with her son. Because when they're out hunting and fishing and covering themselves in mud and grass, instead of being on Facebook and getting as wide as they are tall, they are out enjoying life and seeing God's creation.
A few years ago, they come for Thanksgiving, and my daughter comes in. I says, "We need to get Caden in here and let me teach him decapping." And she looks at me, my daughter, and says, "Yeah, his mother's already said." He said, "Caden won't care nothing about that stuff." And I looked at my daughter and I says, "Huh?" I said, "Does she even know boys?" She's only 20-something years old, I says, "Wow." Sure enough, buddy, he's in here doggone, showing off his brass, and I did a little. He's actually I got a picture of him showing what he did. He was proud of it. He's dumped powder. He used to ask about it a lot. He's got less now, I've noticed, when he comes over, because they don't have time enough to come in here and do anything. But he likes that stuff. Definitely. I got to get to him, while he's liking it before he gets hooked up on, a lot of other things. If I don't do it now, he won't. He may not ever, want to shoot or hunt or anything. So. Let's see. We had, what's Tim saying? We had an interview today at the local steel plant.
One position, 300 people show up. You're like,
sorry about the glasses nowadays. Guys, I'm having to look at the board, look over here. So I'm looking at least 2 objects today. It probably make you dizzy with my eyes going back and forth. At least you can't see them moving.
Elliot gets cross-eyed. One eye goes that way, one eye goes that way.
And this says the children are our future. Yeah, that's why I want to kind of have an impact on him. I don't want him to. I'm just gonna say I don't want him to be a little sissy. I told my granddaughter a while back, and I told my daughter, I says, I do not want him being an Obama pajama boy.
Obama pajama boy.
I said, I do not. I said, I won't be able to handle it. I won't be able to relate to it.
That's what I'm gonna do tonight for our evening thing. I'm gonna go get on a pair of pajamas. So the ones, the insulated, the insulated ones that you wear when you go hunting, the white, and it's kind of like what we used to call underwear, old man's underwear, with the button in the back That's all. It's a onesie.
Union suit, the red one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's all
Crap
that
door.
white, and it's warm. It's warm as all get out. Don't kid yourself. I mean, that when I used to go deer hunting, I used to wish I had a hood that was made out of that stuff, because my jacket would zip up like this much, and my face right here, because I'm a Florida boy, would just freeze. And that's what got me into drinking coffee. And the first time I drank it, I was shaking so bad that I spilt it on my face and got it on my rifle in a lever action 30-30 Winchester model 94. And I was up in the tree for about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours. And then when my dad goes, okay, we're going to go and get warmed up and have some breakfast. I realized I couldn't get the rifle out of my hands because it had frozen to my hands from the coffee, and I couldn't get out of the tree. My dad sat there and laughed at me for a good, him and his buddy. He brought his buddies back, and they all sat and laughed at me, and then they helped me get down out of the tree stand. It was pretty funny.
That is funny, Tim, because I did actually was trained DJing when I was in my 30s. A girl trained me one time in a bar to work the turntables and stuff. And they tried to hire me, but I told them I was working 5 days a week, and I didn't want to spend my weekends behind the thing. And besides that, I hung out there anyway, and if DJs needed a break, the girls were DJs, I'd just take over and just, something to do. And so I did train on that. That was the real original, vinyl.
Yeah.
Back then, we had to turn it right to right before the music starts, right there, and then reverse it. So I always said, even back then, I said we need cassettes brought in here, or CDs actually, not cassettes, CDs in here, and upgrade this system. But they did that years later. They never did it back then, but they finally did. Anyway, guys, we're getting on the pajamas now, so we'll. Anything you want to promo CW before we get out of here?
No, not really.
Today?
Everybody who's on here knows about our Friday nights, about your chats coming up. So we've talked about all that in the past.
All right. Yeah, check CW out. You're probably going to be on Georgia at 8 o'clock
Yep,
Friday,
8 o'clock
right?
Eastern.
Yeah, Eastern time.
Georgia channel.
Check him out. Here's Vanessa. Says my friend in 90s was a DJ. He passed away. I know back in the 80s I ran into this place I went into and had the wildest DJ I've ever seen. Come to find he was a chiropractor, and he did this part time. And he had a one of those big old giant searchlights, and man, he would fire that thing up around the entire nightclub and zero it in on people, guys, girls, especially girls, and then sit there on the mic and talk to them and get them fired up. I mean, he was the most outgoing DJ I've ever seen in my entire life. It was a trip. That was that place I told you, Echo, I used to get in free all the time.
Yeah, when you throw your back out on the dance floor, you could just go up to the DJ booth and be like, "Hey, brother, man, I just hurt myself."
So long, Pat.
See you later.
Yeah, West Covina, brother.
Have a good day. Anyway, guys, you want to say anything, David, before we get out of here?
Yeah, just tune in tonight at 8:05, and me, CW, and AR, and a couple others will be on, and we will be discussing some 5.56 223, and if you have any questions on doing that, tune in. If you just want something to do for a little while, tune in and hang out with us. We appreciate it.
Good to see you, Rebel. SSTAMC is with us. Good afternoon. Yeah, guys, I'm going to do Thursday night. I'm going to do a close-up of the Reading T7 competition show holders 223-556. I still may have to dump the powder on the 650, but hey, that'll be all right.
That's your only powder throw?
I've got one, but I don't have a mount for it. I've got a Reading. I need one of those tall mounts attached to a plate. I don't have a stable mount, and it just shakes the powder so much you can't get it quite as accurate throws as I would like with it. And I got a mount right here I rigged up, but it still's not good enough. It's on big old giant C clamps, made in the USA too. And it tends to want to shake. So
Yeah,
I got to buy the Redding tall mount, and I got to get an inline fab.
I've always used them on the back of the bench. I moved this one the other day to the front of the bench, so I'm trying that out. I don't like to. I like to keep the powder on the bench. If it falls out, comes out. You know, if you spill or whatever, then you can clean it up, opposed to letting it drop on the floor.
Yeah, and making a huge mess.
Yeah, I mean, I sweep the floor regular anyway, but still, I don't want it on the floor.
Right.
Or just try it and see how I like that, because I don't have much room between the presses now. I got maybe a foot. So we'll see how I like that. If I don't like it, I'll take it off. I filled a whole bunch of holes in the bench and moved things around.
I'm actually going to change mine probably more like Elster's. I'm going to go buy one of those laminate tops and put on this bench. Probably near the white shade. If I can get a blunt nose. I want a blunt nose. I don't want a round nose. And I want a 90-degree angle. If I can get that,
I had one of them for a while.
I'll be able to take the powder and keep it.
I didn't like it because it had it's a kitchen counter basically, and it's designed so that if you spill a glass of water or something on it, it doesn't run on the floor. It holds it on the top. Right. So because of that, it didn't give you a good sharp corner to put your presses on. You had to shim, and I just didn't like it. I only had it for a real short time. It's a nice idea for a kitchen counter, but not so much for mounting a press to.
That's been my thoughts too, what you're talking about.
What I don't like, and I'm going to figure some way to do it, it's been a problem for forever, is whatever you drop at your bench hits your foot and goes right onto the back of the bottom of the bench. And if you're much as like mine, you got shelves down low, and I can't kneel. I can't get down there like that. So it's whatever's down there stays there, unless my wife comes down with a
whisker or something.
Yeah, she goes under there with a broomstick and what's all this stuff? Do you need all this? I said, yeah, it's all good stuff.
I've been saving that. I can't get it. Yeah.
Well, I can't kneel. I can't do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So getting down there is how do you get down on the ground when you don't kneel?
Well, pretty much you fall. That's that's the only option you have left.
We'll also be dropping in these time shows. We'll be dropping some links from time to time. It's just right now I'm not set up even with the way I'm positioned to do it very well, and I don't have a mod in there to do it. G used to do it, 23. Hopefully he'll drop back in and drop some links for us.
300 PRC Rebels playing with that ought to be a neat one.
What's that now?
That'd be real neat. You got a new Kelly. Ellie, no.
Oh, okay.
No more noise.
Oh, hey. Yeah, let me see here.
Go to bed.
Yeah. Matter of fact,
talking back to you.
Oh, yeah, she's half rotty, so she definitely growls and moans and groans. And
you remember the other day I did that test for audio, guys? Remember that echo? I don't know if you remember the little stupid test I did. I actually didn't look down today and realized I had turned the bass completely off on this system. All they had was treble.
Oh.
Yeah, I looked down and because I was tweaking another button, and I'm sitting there and I go, or knob, and I'll go, that don't look right. And sure enough, my bass was sitting on 0. I said, what the crap? And hey, I typically leave it under the table. I need to get about a rack for it because it's a rack mount. And I need to get a rack mount power conditioner and get the thing off this bench. But the problem is, about the cheapest you can get a small rack on the wall or in the floor, you're talking $50 to $200 something range. And that's a lot of money just for a stupid rack.
You have a T7 and a Forester for presses there. Do you have any other presses?
Who, me?
Behind you, yeah.
Yeah, I have a Big Boss 2 over on the where the 650 is on a butcher block island bar bench, and then the 650, and then here I got the T7, then the Forester. I like the Forester.
You got that a typical, just a regular old single stage like the Big Boss. You get one of those plates. It looks kind of like a dog bone, and you put it under your die, and you can put a powder measure in that off of that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
like
you're
a flat plate of steel.
Yeah,
they're handy sometimes. I've used them. They don't work good on a turret, but everything else they're okay. Well, of course the Forster either they won't work on that one. But a regular C press or an O press, regular single stage, they're pretty nice. They work pretty good.
I remember that. Didn't think of it till you just now said something.
Yep.
Of all the things I was thinking about, I forgot that one.
I've taken them and put them off the side of a bench bracket too. That's made for a powder throw. I'll put it off that, so I'll have two powder throws side by side off one stand.
Uncle John has joined us.
Hey,
How you
Uncle
doing?
John.
Good evening or afternoon, Uncle John, or morning. Good to see Eagle Run. We're about to wind this down, guys. We appreciate you coming in, though. Matter of fact, I better call the chat out. Let me do a shout out for you guys. Like I said the other day, you're good enough to show up. Might as well call you out if I can see the screen. Vanessa Kitty was with us today. Milsurp Duo, Chris Winsett. CW over here in the panel, Night Strike, G Webs, Michael Hurtnick. Who else here? Michael Hurtnick, Night Strike. That's hard. I'm way back from that screen. We're talking a long way.
It was pretty active.
Yeah, Bernie was with us, Sanchez. Good to see you, Bernie. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate all you guys and gals coming by here today. Let's make sure I don't miss anybody. Tactical FUD, Chris Winstead, I called. TMS was with us. Let's see. G Webs. James Pollard was with us. Good to see you, James.
Night Strike was with us too.
I just called him.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
It's all right, man. I can't half remember either. I mean, sometimes I'll just say it twice if I'm in doubt. Let me see. Tim Espen. West Covina Dodge was with us. Lead Bullet Junkie. 01 guy. And already on my head know that 67 Rebel was with us. Sometimes I'll call them out in my head if I don't get to them. Occasionally. West Covina. Bear with me. Just about finished, guys. TMS. Eagle Run 2-3. Uncle John. Appreciate you guys coming in. We'll catch you maybe. We might do a coffee chat Saturday. I don't know. It depends. We won't be doing any streaming Saturday because we got G doing it 6. We got Uncle John. I mean, not Uncle John, but Uncle Jim. What does he stream at 7?
8,
Eastern?
I think.
8 Eastern.
Yeah.
So check those guys out. And you guys want to say anything before I sign out? Or
No,
good?
we're all good, brother. I had a good time. Thank you very much, AR.
Thanks for everyone in the side chat. Good chat. God
Good to
bless
see you
everybody.
guys. Thank you, CW, for being with us. It's a pleasure having you. Pleasure. Thank you, Echo, for being with us. And you guys catch you on the flip side, and God bless.